guys, Camping Roger here. Welcome back to Factions Base Tour, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a series where we go around pvp.thearchon.net, my faction server, and look at some of the most beautiful bases that have ever existed. Today we are on Factions Gold. Yes, Factions Gold, last season's, the location for last season's main show. We're looking at a faction called Death Haven. And the main reason of today's, episode, yes, we're going to be looking at a cool base today, but we're also going to hear a lot about what's going on in Factions Gold. What's different about Gold since we've left, what's changed, who's in charge, who's powerful. So today's kind of going to be a little bit of a throwback day for those of you who do watch the main show of Factions, so I'm super excited. First off, though, from last episode, I always ask you to name the base that we tour, and coming in from Jackie Girl 10, name the base ATM, because ATMs are small and loaded of money. Well, that's a decent idea, and it's got 300 likes, so I think people agreed with you. Thank you for your comment, Jackie, and while we're looking at today's base, make sure you leave a comment down below. So we start off with the exterior walls. There's not too many. There really isn't. They're not on a corner. They're not on a world border. They are strictly kind of in the middle of nowhere, which gives them a disadvantage. It really does, because they have to make more walls in order to cover every single aspect of their defenses. So, not the most walls in the world, but enough walls that it would take a little bit of time to go through these things, and hopefully they would have time to stop their oncoming raiders. So yeah, other than that, not much here on the exterior. Again, this base, it's good. It really is, and I'll show you what I mean by good once we descend into the base a little bit here. A little bit of empty stuff here and there. We actually got a box here we should check out before we go anywhere. So starting off, we've got a box. We've got a beautiful box near the top of the base. 6 blaze spawners. And that's another thing. I think we've been seeing this more lately. His factions are giving boxes to their members. That's not new. But then they are also giving them, blaze spawners in their box. Spawners in the box. So it's not just a storage box. It's a box where these members can make profits and actually increase their earnings and increase their value here on the Archon, which is a good system that lots of new factions are starting to adopt. So that, there we go. There's the first box of, I think, many. I think there is many boxes in this massive base. And oh my god, that was creepy. I TP'd in and there's 2 guys here. So another box, just storage. Looks like they're still working on that. Now let's head down to the main area. So yes, this base is big, and it's good. Obviously you can see this is a good looking base, I'll tell you that. The design especially, very lightly colored, very open. You're not feeling claustrophobic. It's a big base, and they make sure that they are, not making anything crammed or too tight. Here's all their storage up here, gear and weapons, etc. Not the richest base we've seen in the world. Definitely not the richest, not the greatest, but it's still good. It's not the greatest, but it's great is what I'm trying to say. I'm not harping on the base. It's just, we've seen better, but we've also seen worse. This thing is beyond anything that I could ever do. And my favorite part almost here about the base is the design. I love the ice, the snow, the quartz, and that combined with a beautiful staircase in the middle as well. You guys know I've become a big fan of the staircase. And they also make use of this big space. They've got something set up here for IGs. They don't have their IGs up right now, but obviously that's for Iron Golems. And over here they've got more blaze for the main part of the base. And we've got all the blaze here, and this is how it looks like they're generating a lot of their cash. And oh, they've even got their blaze rods split up. So if you want to save your blaze rods and not sell them all while you're doing it, you can save them up, and I assume they trust each other enough where they don't steal each other's, profits and hardly earned cash. That's poorly worded, but hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. So that's the main area. Big area, nicely used there. Heading into more boxes, and it's actually right below here. You can actually get into this box. So this one is cow spawners. Again, utilizing spawners, utilizing the ability for these members to make money, along with having a bunch of storage. They seem to give out very large boxes here as well. They've got another box down here. So this seems to be their final box in the base. Again, nothing too big, nothing too crazy about this base. love the design, love the main room, and it seems that instead of having a quantity of boxes, they have very qualitative boxes. These boxes are, there's not a large number of them, but the ones who have these boxes have the ability to get money from spawners and also have tons of room for storage. As you can see, that's just a magnificent amount of chests. And then with that being said, if we descend any further, we will get to the bottom of the base where they've got just some random supplies, etc. for building, I would say. And this thing does not go all the way down to bedrock, but they do have the underneath here. I'm checking to see if they have proper defenses underneath, so hopefully they couldn't be reversed. They have mined it all the way down to bedrock, so I'm wondering if they're still working and are actually going to extend these walls downwards. Probably not, because the walls are already complete, but yeah, that seems to be here. They've got, now it looks like they've got a water layer right underneath this cobble though, so I think they would be okay. Hopefully they would be okay from a reverse cannon or an upwards reverse cannon, but I guess we'll see. The big part about this video though is finding out a little bit more about Factions Gold, its current state, and its current powerhouse factions. So let's get in a call with these guys and find out a little bit more. Jumping into a call with Voss Boss and You Bad So Mad and my man Connor. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good to hear, gentlemen. So, You Bad, you are the owner of Death Haven, this faction, correct?
Yeah, I'm the owner.
Okay. And I would just like to thank you right off for letting me tour this base. I came to these guys pretty last minute. I'm like, hey, I need to tour a base. You guys have a cool base. I haven't been on Factions Gold in a while. Can I do it? And right away, You Bad was like, yeah, for sure, man. We'd love to have you tour the base. So thanks for letting me do this on such short notice. And let's get right into it. So we always start off with a few questions. I want to dig into a little bit of the Factions Gold server overall, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So first off, how long has this base been up for, You Bad?
I'd say about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so it's a younger base. Did it just recently get finished, or are you still working on it, would you say?
I'd say we're still working on the walls, but the interior, it's completely done.
The interior is completely done, and it looks done. I would say the interior is probably one of my favorite parts about this base, just the light colors, and it's so open and big, you don't feel claustrophobic. It's got a good feeling to it. Okay, so the interior's done, still walls to work on. How much time would you say have you guys put into this base, hours-wise?
I'd say in total, I've been on here for 15 hours straight, probably helping make the base, placing obby, and doing the interior.
Oh my god, dude, absolute savage. So you're an owner that likes to get involved. You're not going to make all your guys do the work. You work with them, you make sure you're part of the, the nitty gritty, the hard work, and 15 hours straight. That's a lot of time. So that as an owner of the faction, is that kind of your priority? Make sure you're doing stuff as well as the the mods and the members.
Yeah, I'd say Penguin 4001. He made most of the interior.
Yep.
I just helped him with some of it.
Okay. So you've got kind of an interior designer, and you're just there to help. Cool. Well, good on you guys. Now I'll get right into it. Now, is this your first base on Gold?
No, this is our third. The first two got insided.
Oh, insiders, dude. So you've had 2 bases before this, and what happened with your recent inside? Did you just tick someone off? Did you tick him off, or did he just go to someone else? What was his motive for betraying you guys?
I got the story that one of the mods wasn't trying to make jokes, and he didn't like them, and he just insided it.
Some issues in the interior of the faction, and just some issues with the people and the jokes, and that happens. I mean, with factions, you got to try and keep everyone happy. I mean, it's happened to me as well. We've had people get angry and end up inside the faction. It's just part of the game. All right, so I guess what I will ask is, do you guys have any cool stories? Because 2 bases, you guys used to play. When I used to play on Factions Gold, just over 2 weeks ago, did you guys play during that season?
Yeah, I played a lot. I was in Nameless.
Oh, you were in Nameless with the boys?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, that's good. That's what I like to hear. Well, do you have any cool stories from your time on Factions Gold during my season of the main show on here?
Let's see here. I'd say that I spent another 15 hours before this base when you still played on here. We were using Undefined's old base, and I had to mine out everything so we could use it. It took me like 15 hours.
15 hours, so another 15 hours. So you were hard working back then as well. You've been working on this thing for a while. Okay. And then anything else? You said you were in Nameless. What happened in Nameless? Did you get along? Did you do anything wrong, right, etc.?
I inside the client's box.
You okay, so you insided Nakayan's box. Of course, a few of the boxes were insided, near the end of the faction show. And you're saying you alone, or you and some of the other guys insided Nakayan's box? That was you, or was it you and your faction? How did that go down?
Actually, I didn't know any of these guys at the time.
Oh, you didn't know it, so it was just you, you're saying?
Yeah, just me. I made this faction as soon as I left Nameless.
Wow, dude. After you decided to inside the team. So I guess we're not the closest of pals then, technically. You know, in the factions world, you ended up going against us. You son of a gun. Randomly, I find the man that did it here in the Base Tour show. Well, GG, I guess. GG for you. Last question I got for you. Who are the top factions on Gold right now? I haven't been here in a while. It's been over 2 weeks since I've switched over to Chrome. Who are the big boys now?
I'd say we're the leading fact. Soulless PvP, our main enemy.
Yep.
Greed. They're okay. I wouldn't say they're great.
They're okay. Well, yeah, you don't want to make them feel too high about themselves, dude. You're their enemy. Well, good, dude. Thanks for the info. Factions Gold, and would you guys say you're the most powerful and active, I guess, faction right now on the server on Gold?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. All right, dude. Confidence is key. That's what I like to hear. All right, man. Well, thanks to you and your faction for getting in a call with me and let me tour this base on such short notice. Other than that, man, have a good day. Take care, and nice meeting you.
I'll see you on Chrome at your base.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the calculations are in. Based on 72 Iron Golem spawners, 20 Blaze spawners, 9 dubs of Prop 4, 7 stacks of God Apples, 8 Bedrock, and $11 million worth of miscellaneous items. The total value for the Death Haven base here on Factions Gold on pvp.thearchon.net is $143,872,500. Woohoo! Congratulations to you, Death Haven. Yes, not the richest base we've seen, nothing crazy special, but it looks good. Good looking base, decent defenses, and we got to hear a little bit about Factions Gold. So again, I really appreciate these guys letting me tour this such short notice. You're awesome. And yeah, if you guys want to apply to be in the Base Tour show, make sure you leave a comment down below with which server you play here on the Archon and what your faction name is. And who knows, you could be featured in the next episode. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, touch that like button, join the rush by subscribing. Have yourselves a beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.